Kevin Hand of the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and we're up here in Barrow as part of the NASA Astrobiology Institute Icy Worlds project. We've been working up here for a few years. Today we're out at a lake north of Walakpa Bay. This is a lake that does not have much methane seeping out of it, and so we're trying to characterize the biogeochemistry of what's going on in this lake and use that as a comparison to some of the lakes that are seeping a lot of methane. Yeah, this is just another day in the field. Lots of science experiments being done, and also a lot of tech and engineering devices being utilized to look at the bottom of the lake, look at the ice, give us a better view in the field of the lake as a system. So it's a really nice blend of science and engineering, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood up here in Barrow.
Can you tell me a little bit about why you're looking for methane seeps or bubbles?
Yeah. So methane from a planetary standpoint is a very interesting gas. It's got several different ways of being generated. There are biological ways. Cows generate a lot of methane when they flatulate, to put it nicely. And so sometimes when you detect methane, you can tell that it's from life, from biology. Other times methane is generated by geological processes. Other times it's methane that's trapped in ice from deep within the interior of the earth, or deep within the subsurface of the permafrost. And so part of what we're trying to understand is where is the methane in the permafrost that you see up here in Barrow? Where is that methane originally coming from? Is it microbes that are making it, or is it deep methane that's been trapped in the rocks for a long time? So that's part of the question that we're trying to answer, and this has interesting applications to other worlds, like the planet Mars, where we think there might be methane in Mars's atmosphere right now. And then the question is, well, if there's methane in Mars's atmosphere, is that methane originally from a biological process, from life, or is it from a geological process? And we don't know at this point. We also see methane coming out of the plume of Saturn's moon Enceladus. This is an icy world that's got liquid water beneath the surface, and fractures in the ice have allowed water to jut up out of that ocean. And in that water we see methane and organic molecules and all sorts of interesting things. So methane's an important gas to understand on a planetary scale, from sort of a planetary system, cycles of different chemistry. And it helps us better understand both geological and potentially biological processes. Coming up to Barrow and working along the North Slope is always an exciting and interesting place to work. Part of what's fascinating about this area is that there are some 13,000 lakes, and each of those lakes is like its own experiment. And every summer the lakes are open to the atmosphere, and then they freeze over, and the ice freezes down, essentially squeezing everything that's in the lake water and concentrating it into a very small volume of water at the bottom beneath all that ice. And then in the spring it thaws back out, and you get more liquid water. And so there's this really interesting cycle of liquid water and things in the water getting concentrated and then diluted again. So each time we go to a new lake and look at different things, we learn something new. And working on with the folks in Barrow and getting out here in the field, it's a real pleasure and a lot of fun.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
You know, the knock hacker is #1.